I play Dungeons and Dragons, and the classic way that a lot of adventures start, when you're just starting out, you've got your first level character, you've just got your equipment, you start out on the path, and the first thing that happens is that you get ambushed by goblins. It's a classic start to any adventure. You see it all the time in stories and in narratives. The hero's journey, you first start out and you immediately get attacked by low-level enemies. What a strange way to start a motivational video, but it's very relevant because as an analogy and as a metaphor, stories have this huge, powerful, metaphorical lesson that we can learn. And I found this very true whenever I have started any journey to self-improvement, any path of self-development. The first thing that happens is that you get attacked by these gatekeepers. And there's a very subtle form of gatekeeping that comes in. So to use an example right here, let's say you've just started your fitness journey. You've decided, right, you know what, I'm going to start sorting out my health. I'm going to start taking a look at my fitness, and I don't know really what to do just yet. I don't know, I don't have the connections, I don't have the experience, I don't really have the framework set up, but I'm going to learn. I'm going to learn. So let's say you've decided to do that. You've got the kit, you've just bought whatever, okay? And you've gone along to the gym, and you've started a little bit of your journey, and let's say you, at some point at the start of this journey, you had the confidence to take a little photo. Probably wasn't even a mirror selfie at this point. You might have just taken a photo of the weight rack or your new trainers or whatever it is, something, because you're proud. You're proud that you've started this journey, and you're like, you know what? I'm in. Let's do this thing. And you finally plucked up the courage to take this little photo. Let's say you put it on Facebook. The response you will get, this is what you'll find. You post that photo saying, I've started my fitness journey. Oh, I can't believe I'm really actually getting into the gym now. And you'll get the first comment will say, no. You'll find that dumbbells aren't very good, actually. What you need to be doing is doing barbell movements. And then the next comment will say, no, that's stupid. What you need to be doing is more cardiovascular exercise, I think you'll find. And someone says, all of this is stupid. What you need to be doing is CrossFit. That's the real thing. And then some absolute Karen will be the next comment saying, all of this fitness stuff's just ridiculous. I don't know why you don't just walk your dog a few times a week. That's all you really need to do. And you will get comment after comment after comment after comment. None of this will say, good job. Maybe one or two will say, yeah, you go, that's good stuff. You got to watch out for this. You have to watch out for this because a lot of people get demoralized right at the start. They got ambushed by goblins before their journey even got properly started. I found this in my fitness journey, absolutely. In fact, I've got to say, you get it. I've found this phenomena with fitness more than any other, but I found it on the spiritual stuff as well. The moment I started talking about meditation and sort of the spiritual stuff, you just get this crowd of people that come in and just, it can be very subtle. It can be very subtle. You can deal with the more obvious attacks. The more obvious attacks that go, no, you can't do that. You get a sense very, very quickly. You're like, no, I don't know why you're saying that. And you can bat that away. But the more subtle attacks come in when they say you're doing it wrong. Yeah, do your fitness journey. Yeah, that's great. It's just, maybe try do it a different way. Stay true to your goal. Stay true to the vision that you had. And if you're enjoying something, if it's working for you at that time, you stay with that. Why is this a problem? It's a problem because, one, it demoralizes you, it demotivates you. And particularly at the start of any journey, you need that energy, you need that motivation, and it's hard work keeping your energy and motivation up. Your energy is precious. You got to protect it. You have to protect the vision that you had for yourself. You have to protect what's working for you. I ain't interested in Mr. CrossFit saying I need to do CrossFit. Just lifting these dumbbells works for me right now. You have to protect the vision that you had for yourself when you started this journey. Because these negative people coming in, these negative people that come in with their subtle misdirections, here's what they're doing. They're building themselves up by punching others down. They're probably losers. They're probably losers in their own world. They probably never made it in the field that they wanted to make it in. And so now the only way that they can prop themselves up is by pushing down the beginners. They punch down on the beginners, and that's when they get you. They get you when you are weak, when you are vulnerable, when you're still just finding your way. You've got to watch for it. You've got to watch for the gatekeepers. And it's not just in fitness, okay? I found it on the spiritual path. You'll also find it in the professional world as well. Sad to say it, but you just start a new job, watch for these goblins. You also got to remember, goblins are low-level enemies, all right? They're only a threat. That's why they attack. That's why they attack when you're just starting out. That's why they ambush. They ambush because they can't attack head-on. That's why they're sneaky. You have to watch out for the sneaky, subtle digs, the sneaky, subtle attacks. Petty, weak people go for subtle attacks, sneak attacks, because they don't have the strength to attack full on. If somebody is strong and fulfilled and wants to challenge something, they do it head on. Petty people. Low-minded, low-consciousness people go for the subtle digs and the subtle attacks, and more often than not it comes in the form of gatekeeping that will stop you before you've even started. You find that in the workplace as well. When you first, the workplace bullies are always the losers who never made it. They tried to get promoted, never did it, and gave up, and now they're just stuck at entry level for life. Stuck at entry level for life. That is what a low energy, low consciousness person, that's the life that they end up living. They get stuck at entry level for life, and all they can do now to prop themselves up, to give themselves validation, to give themselves any self-worth, is attack the beginners before they've even started. That's the only way they can feel confident about themselves. That's how bullies work. And goblins are bullies. They attack early, before you've gained any strength. Why? Because they know what's going to happen further down the line. They can't stand to see somebody succeed, to grow in strength, to grow in experience, to become better, because you are very quickly going to be well away from it. Goblins won't attack 8th level players. They just don't attack anymore. They don't bother because they know they're going to get absolutely annihilated like that. That's why they attack when you're at level 1. It's pretty simple, right? Now a lot of people might know about this sort of stuff. A lot of people don't, and that makes me sad. It keeps me awake at night knowing there are a lot of people who just made those tentative little steps. It's like the first little green shoots that just start poking out of the ground. And the weak-minded, petty bullies of this world came in and went, no, you can't do that. You can't do that. You're not good enough to do that. But what they're really doing is projecting their own insecurities onto you. It's their own insecurities. It's because they never made it. People who are very negative, they're very jaded in life, very dissatisfied in life, they can't get any of their own energy up. They're going to want to tell you this is how life is. Set your expectations low. No, that is not the right way at all. Set your expectations high. Set your goals high. It's only the people that can't make it. And they can't make it because they gave up. That's why they can't make it. They gave up. They gave up on their journey. They gave up. They tried once, didn't make it, and gave up. They didn't know to try again. You just ignore them. That's the response that we need to give to these subtle gatekeepers. You just ignore them. You focus on you. You focus on what's working for you. You focus on honing your craft, learning, gain strength, gain knowledge, gain power by trusting those that did make it, and seek out feedback from the people you trust. You can never really trust unsolicited feedback. If somebody's giving you feedback, somebody's giving you advice, but you didn't ask for it, you've got to say, why are you giving me this advice right now? That could be gatekeeping. It could be a form of gatekeeping. If somebody's giving you that advice, what they're actually trying to do is they're trying to tell you why they didn't make it. Well, you didn't make it, mate, so I'm not going to listen to you. Your way obviously doesn't work, does it? Trust the people that did make it. And get the feedback from them. That's how you can start build your way forwards. It's also worth, that's the first piece of advice that I would give to any adventurer starting out. Maybe you've only just started playing Dungeons and Dragons. Here's my best advice for you. Watch out for the goblin ambush, because it's coming. Before you've even got to the first village, there will be goblins waiting in the hedges. It's so true in life. Before you've even got to the first stage, there are goblins waiting. And they're going to attack you when you're at your most vulnerable and at your weakest, which is at the start. Sad, isn't it? Pathetic individuals. So fuck them. That's all the advice I have for you today. Watch out for these subtle gatekeepers at the start of any journey to self-development and self-improvement. Take care, be well, and stay present.